Hi William, it's Robin. I have your design open in your two different palettes, and palette-wise I think you have some interesting choices here. You're definitely getting sort of a nice range here in contrast with the parent color you selected of the cyan versus the ultramarine, so you're getting some good range of intermixed blends to work with. This one, as you can see, is a lot more muted and actually is a harder palette to work with because they are so similar in hue, value, and saturation. So consequently, you don't get much contrast with this particular palette. So I want to reconsider this warm to cool just to see if you can get a palette that does give you more contrast. So for example, if you look at Jose's, both of his, he's got a lot of beautiful blends to work with, and then consequently he gets a lot of depth out of his piece. But the main issue here, William, is in your design, which I like very much, by the way. I think you've done some really nice design work. I like that you're playing with the opacity tool. I like that you've got this sort of interesting sort of focal point that kind of goes back in space. You're getting some good depth, particularly with this one. This one is a little heavier based on you didn't use your cool analogous palette. I'm not sure how you got the purples in here and then how you have this kind of coral background. It looks to me like you actually mixed these two, which you don't want to do. You want to just stick with one warm to cool and the one cool analogous. So I do need you to do this one again because your palettes are not accurate in your design itself. So go back into this and I would strongly urge you to remix a different warm to a cool, because you're going to find once this is worked up that you're not going to have too much contrast. Or you might want to try to see what happens when you change the background, but you do want to be aware of what happens when you use parent colors that are so close in the main color properties. Okay, but some nice design work here, William, and I look forward to seeing more.